Well, Sancho living in the winter. That is January transfer window. Welcome to the United Matters channel. Rokan David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name. You can as well call me RD, and we're here to obviously sail to where we are supposed to be. As lots of things that are happening at Man United, looks like there is a lot of chaos as who wants to leave and who wants to steer the club of Manchester United. Now, let's see close to 300 likes smash in this video. We thank God for the gift of life. It's a Thursday morning. Hope you guys are really having a blast on your side. So, today, we are here to obviously talk about Jadon Sancho. We are going to talk about Garnacho with his girlfriend welcoming a new band of joy, and Antony's girlfriend set to arrive in UK to obviously go into interrogation with the police today. So lots of things are really happening. That's why I have to keep it United Matters channel. Now, for Jadon Sancho, it is really written all over the world that he wants to leave the club of Manchester United. And there is a story that was put out by Platigol I think it was 2 days back, and he said the following before Fabrizio Romano came out to put in a confirmation. Platigol is one of the credible sources coming in from Germany. He works for Sky Germany and is so close to Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. He has told us that Jadon Sancho is on the verge to leave Manchester United in winter. A loan is more likely than a permanent deal at this stage. Borussia Dortmund coach Edin Terzic is in regular contact with Sancho as they appreciate each other very much. Most important for Sancho, he wants to play regularly. Now, he put out this tweet or this story on the 3rd, and yesterday Fabrizio Romano told us that Jadon Sancho leaving United in January is being discussed internally. Now, it's my happiness, guys. By the way, I want Sancho to leave. I want him to leave because that's a loss that the club went ahead to make, of 73 million pounds. And you would obviously think that if I only went in for Ruben Neves by then, because we are really lacking a central midfielder. And I went ahead and told people that we are never in need of a player like Jadon Sancho. That is it, because Mason Greenwood was really playing very, very, very well, and would have gone ahead to use that money maybe to get in a central midfielder whom we are lacking by then. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because they're obsessed with English players, they went in for Jadon Sancho. So it is really, 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 really a bad deal. Sorry, a deal gone bad. And for Jadon Sancho, looks like he's not going to obviously apologize to Erik ten Hag. We all know that the yardstick was set. Apologize to Erik ten Hag or not. And we are going in how many weeks? Is it 3 weeks? When Jadon Sancho is not really throwing in an apology. Remember, after the international break, he returned and he really unpinned his ex. He put up onto his ex account, and now we are waiting for his apology, and it's nowhere to be seen. So for me, I think a loan would have been the best of all. Send him to Borussia Dortmund, and he's going to be having a very good season, such that you can at least get like 50 million pounds back from his sale. He's still young, 23 years of age. You can at least get some 50 million pounds from him and accept a loss of 23 million pounds. And if you get that 50 million pounds back, you can use it in the summer transfer window to obviously get in players that you believe can come in and transform the club of Manchester United. And even the relief of his salary, because he's earning 350,000 pounds a week. That is Jadon Sancho. If at all they are to share that salary with Borussia Dortmund, at least close to 180,000 will be really saved. If you are to multiply that by the 6 months you're going to spend at Borussia Dortmund, that will be how much saved? That is 10 million pounds saved, meaning that we can obviously use that amount of money to obviously sign in a player in January, especially in the central defense position. And if I told you here to really ask Ten Hag, which position would you like to see to it that you get reinforced immediately in the transfer window, he's going to talk about a central defender, because he doesn't need Scott McTominay, he doesn't need Harry Maguire next to his team. He wants other players. If at all he can get 60 million pounds from them and save that 10 million pounds from Jadon Sancho plus a loan fee coming in from Borussia Dortmund, I believe we can have close to £80 million to spend in the January transfer window for the club of Manchester United. And Sancho was an exciting signing. When we first missed him out in the summer of 2020, it was really ridiculous, and we went for him in the next summer, because in the summer of 2020 they were calling him for £100 million, you know, and he had extended his contract to 1 year. With 1 year, and then they let him get that year off, and Manchester United got him at £73 million. And maybe we'll find a very better deal with Borussia Dortmund, maybe later selling him back, because we have not gone ahead to pay all that amount of money. Maybe every year we are paying like £10 million like that, so we can find a way to obviously see to it that maybe the balance doesn't come in through and we call that deal off. That is it. But I would love to see him sold to teams like Spurs and very much other teams in the Premier League that really want him. But Jadon Sancho at Man United, it is over. It is over with the pile of players that are really returning. Mason Mount, Antony, Amad Diallo is on the way, Facundo Pellistri is in. So it shows you exactly that we are here to obviously see him out of competition. And if at all he failed to really apologize that time when we knew to it that, or when he knew to it that Antony is out before he returned, then he cannot obviously come in through and apologize to the manager. But the good thing is that all this is happening and the body is behind Erik ten Hag, because he has a lot to deal with as a manager and is creating what we call a disciplinary code and high standards at Man United that no one can obviously come after. And this is what makes Man United what it is. If at all you are to be a great manager, these are decisions supposed to be making. I remember Sir Alex Ferguson making such decisions on Andy Cole, Eric Cantona, David Beckham, Ruud van Nistelrooy, and very many other players. He threw them under the bus and told them the character of Manchester United does not match with your acts. And so that's what Ten Hag is instilling at Manchester United, that the character of Jadon Sancho does not match the levels that we're going to have to set here at Manchester United. So guys, that is it coming in from Fabrizio Romano and Jadon Sancho, and it's being discussed internally, and obviously he will leave. Now, Chris Wilder, you know him very well. He's one of the credible journalists that writes for the Daily Mail. He has told us that Jadon Sancho continues to train in exile while he refuses to apologize over his public spat with Erik ten Hag. Now, obviously, he's continuing to obviously train alone. And I was a little bit really worried when I saw him with Kobe Menu, because Kobe Menu shouldn't be around players like him, because what does he set as an example? What does Sancho tell him? You know, because if Kobe Menu can come in through and obviously play part into the game of Manchester United, why doesn't Sancho get a chance? You know, we all understand that Ten Hag really believes that Sancho is not going to have to meet certain levels that Ten Hag has gone ahead to be calling in for. But on the other hand, Sancho might be right that maybe the manager has favoritism when it comes to obviously picking players. But in the world, who doesn't have that character in him? Some of us, we are obsessed with certain people that we cannot even move on to other relationships. You know that very well. And that is what we call favoritism. You favor someone over other people. And maybe Ten Hag believes Sancho is not a player of Manchester United. And there is something that Ten Hag really said in the press conference, that Jadon Sancho prefers to play off the left. And I said, oh my God, a person who was playing off the right at Borussia Dortmund, how come he prefers to play on the left? And even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer told us that when Sancho reached at Manchester United, he wanted to play off the left. That was really ridiculous, because we were lacking a right winger, and all of us were excited by the time we went in for him at Borussia Dortmund, because we knew he's obviously going to play as a right winger. But he came in and shocked us that he wants to play as a right winger, and all of us were left in astonishment, because you couldn't obviously believe that a person whom you brought in as a right winger came in here and obviously begged to play as a left winger. That was ridiculous of him, because Marcus Rashford was already into that position, and Anton Martial. So could he go past them? That was really bad for the side of Jadon Sancho. So as it stands, it's obviously Jadon Sancho leaving United in the winter, and I would like him to leave because I don't want to see more problems being caused at Man United. And every player that is chaotic should be shown the exit door without further ado. Now, let's go to Antony. Antony returned, played his first minutes as we took on Galatasaray on Tuesday. Unlucky, we lost by 3-2 because of that red card that Casemiro got, courtesy of that sloppy pass that Andre Onana gave to the opponent, and Casemiro really took him down. But to my own understanding, it's obviously bad to see to it that we are losing players, and the next game we're going to play against Copenhagen, he's not going to be available. But Chris Wilder has told us that Antony's ex-girlfriend Gabriela Calvin is due to speak to Greater Manchester Police on Thursday, that is today. Now, when Antony returned from Brazil after dealing with the issues away in Brazil, he came in through and obviously opened up a chat with the police of Greater Manchester, and he was interrogated for 5 hours. That's for Antony. Now, we don't know for how long Gabriela is obviously going to be interrogated for, because it took Antony 12 hours of interrogation down that side. But I don't know whether this is not going to affect Antony's mind when he's playing for Manchester United. Does he have the mentality to deal with what's happening on the pitch while not thinking about this case? Because for Ronaldo, I read a story yesterday that his lawyers are obviously going to represent him in court in America for a rape case that has been there for years, and maybe they want to obviously go out and really give the verdict of that case when Ronaldo is going to hit to retire at game of football, because he has obviously been into this case for a very long time and the verdict is not yet going ahead to be dropped. So for Antony, I don't know if they can really weather through the storm like Ronaldo, because Ronaldo, it has been years and years and years of this case, but he has obviously gone ahead to weather through the storm. That is Cristiano Ronaldo for you. So wait and see what Gabriela is going to be interrogated about the police, and what the police is going to come in and tell us anything concerning the output. But these are things I want to end. You know, they are things we want to see all ended and take us to where we deserve to be as a club of Manchester United, because we are having more problems to deal with, and we shouldn't be having players that are obviously looking like so. Now, Alejandro Garnacho is a daddy. We obviously saw it very well that he's really one of those that did a baby shower, and finally the baby has gone ahead to arrive for Alejandro Garnacho, and that is their band of joy. Garnacho posing for a photo with the wife in there for you, and they obviously welcomed a new baby boy for Garnacho. So congratulations to Alejandro Garnacho upon your new baby. Is it a boy or girl? We're not going to know the sex, but this is really important for us to welcome a new band of joy in the players of Manchester United, meaning that the family of Garnacho has gone ahead to really extend or be protracted. So guys, your thoughts on to Sancho leaving in January are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about him still training in exile, and Antony's girlfriend dropping to the police today to obviously undergo an interrogation that is really intensive, like that of Antony really went through? So guys, smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David remains my name. This is the United Matters channel. We thank God for the gift of life. It's a Thursday and it's the 5th of October. We are having a lot of things to do: match preview, Man United versus Brentford, and very many others coming in through latest. For the Muslims, Barak Lau Fikum, and for the Christians, we thank God for the gift of life, and may Him protect us through the day and see us thrive to really weather through the difficulties and hit or reach the pinnacle of our endeavors.